Hey everybody, happy Thursday and 4th of July if you celebrate. If not, if you're just hanging out with your friends and family, that's cool too. I wanted to make a video today that's on my heart because of a conversation I had today that has been very upsetting to me. And it's really about people holding on to your past for you, bringing it up again, and the dynamic of when people are not moving along as fast as you are in your growth journey, and they see you from this perspective of as if you still need their help or you're still asking for something when you're not. And boundaries, respect, just to know that, hey, is this my place to say something or is it not? Today I was reminded of, here it goes. This is the thing. Two people have told me this in my lifetime in the last 2 years. Two gentlemen who don't know me very well. Older gentlemen, not friends with me. And the thing that I heard from both of them is about my happy face. So I've had a really rough history. Okay, let's knock that out the park. I know that. We know that. And that I put on this happy face, online, that I'm always happy, which is not true at all. And I exude this happiness because I've had a rough past. So let me pause right there. No one in your life, unless they have that rapport with you and really know you, or your therapist or someone on a clinical level, or whoever you're doing your different therapy modalities with, should be bringing this to you, especially because it's not trauma informed, especially because it is just not the right thing to do to bring this up to someone who's had a rough past. And then when you see them happy and smiling on social media, this is just who they are, which it is who I am. I'm not pretending to be happy or to smile. My dad was telling me just a day ago that when I was young, I used to laugh so much. Like at night, I'll just be up laughing and smiling. And that was really cool. And everything happens for a reason, because if he didn't tell me that, but even prior to me doing this healing work on myself, I would be so undertaken. I don't even want to say undertaken by someone telling me their viewpoint of me and how they see me as. And I paused both those gentlemen right then and there. And I don't know about narcissistic traits or whatever they got going on, right? Whether it's whatever form of narcissism. I'm not even diagnosing people. The point that, even though I get that energy, but it's the point that just because I've had a severe history of trauma doesn't mean that I'm not okay now, okay? It doesn't mean that as if I don't have a right to be happy, or maybe I'm too happy for some people, but that's not my problem. If I'm happy and I'm content with my life, and this is my mood day to day, and yours is not, you need to work on that yourself. If it's uncomfortable for you to see me happy, that's a you problem. And when I nipped it in the bud for the first gentleman who told me about maybe 2 years ago now, 1.5 years, I never met him before. I was on a Zoom call, and I said, no, that you're wrong, that I don't always show happiness. I show my sadness. I show, all my emotions. Emotions are experiences in life. I show the hurt. Now I'm showing the overcoming, which is my happy. When people are not able to accept you and just see things as it is without putting their own foot in the door, that's a them thing. It's not a me thing. So it pissed me off today, and I went off. And I went off because the second person, who was a mentor for me and still can be at times, and the dynamic shifted. I moved along in my journey. My energy shifted. I'm in my new job. I'm in a new place in life, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, everything, right? I don't have to keep everyone up to date. Everyone comes in ebbs and flows, right? In our life journey. I have a happiness coach now, which is a totally different person that I met in person. Like, life's changed, people come and go, right? I'm not where I was when I was having these coaching sessions with that individual. It's not necessarily something personal against them. It's more so of when you're speaking to someone and you don't know what's going on with them, or you're not friends with them, as in where you're keeping rapport about what's been going on and there's a gap there, do not ever step into that zone of correcting somebody's emotions for them. Never should that happen. But also just voicing your own opinion of what you think of why they are a certain way because of their past traumas. No. You don't get to do that, because, well, firstly, I'm not doing that to anybody else. You can ask to offer your insight, and after you're done sharing, the conversation, go, okay, well, thanks for sharing that. However, I don't agree, right? And once I'm done speaking, this is another conversational and communication aspect of things. When someone shares that, are you through now? As in, like, are you done? That's also not a great thing, right? It's not a great way to really hone into the compassion of that conversation being had. It did not make me feel, and it does not make me feel, as if the person empathized with me. That's number one. The second one, the compassion aspect, is big. And the third aspect is just don't damn do it. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because the dynamic that people have, you have to remember that people have been through things, and know that, not have this egotistic mentality that as if you have the answers for this individual. How I've come this far into having 2 jobs and 2 bosses and environments that I freaking love, like being around my bosses, and just everything that I'm doing now is from my own insight and my own self. Not that other people didn't play a role in it, but they got me there. And it's just interesting because, people want to have a say about someone else's life, but it's like, hey, you don't get to do that. This is my boundary, and you're stepping over my boundary. And it's totally uncalled for, and I don't respect it. I don't appreciate it. I just don't like it. So that's something I want to share with you guys that happened today. And it really makes me to sit once. I'm going to be sitting with myself as I have my cappuccino here at Panera Bread. And I'm going to be journaling as well. But it's the fact that to not be, when you share with people, I was so overly sharing before about my journey, or just sharing in general, as it was very healing for me, right? Starting Chai Together, all these things. And it's like, I don't want to identify with those things. As in, yes, I went through them. I'm in my present moment now. I do not need reminders of my past life. I'm in my today. And people are just not up to date with that. And it's like, well, that's on you. And I keep on saying the same thing because I'm reiterating it for the reason that it's mind-boggling to me when people can feel as if they know you, and you don't get to tell somebody how much you know of them because they know themselves best, such as I know myself best. So I will stop anybody who wants to tell me about their perception of my behaviors due to certain traumas. You're not my therapist. You're not going to diagnose me. Just stop it now. And that's all I have to say. And recently, something shifted within me where I'm just in a space where I'm just like, cut it out, stop it, and shut up. These are the 3 spaces I'm in currently because I'm just not with the shits. And that's all I gotta say today, because I'm gonna just keep cursing otherwise. And I look too pretty for it, darling. But, and people don't have to say more than they want to as well. Like, if I say I'm doing good, that's it. just because I'm someone who enjoys speaking and socializing doesn't mean I always have to explain myself, or I always have to talk or say more than I want to. If someone's saying they're comfortable with just, I'm just good, why are you gnawing or prying, like, to get something out of them? Leave the fucking person alone. Like, and this reminds me that I do this in more so of my work, right? Asking questions, and because I want to know more, I need to know more, you know, about clients and stuff. But when it comes to the day-to-day, and someone has their already assertiveness and their boundary up of how far they're willing to go to talk about certain subjects with you, then that is it, baby. Like, stop pushing that button, because it's just gonna make me cut somebody off and walk the F away. I do not like that. Especially I feel elderly people are so set in their ways that, Jesus Christ. Anyway, cheers, guys. Happy 4th of July. This is my vent, my rant, my FFFFF. Bye. I don't know what I'm doing now. Bye.